Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 best crystals for love. This is going to be an awesome video because it's Valentine's Day and I'm going to teach you, especially the singles and the people who are learning to love themselves, to love yourself even more and realize why love is within, and that's how you attract love from outside of you, which you should never be focusing on, oh, I have to attract love, oh, I want to attract love. These 5 crystals will make sure you're so aligned on your path to love that you just will have so much love chasing after you. Any of these 5 crystals are very good, but there's going to be a lot of love chasing after you when you're working on yourself, and these crystals are helping you work on yourself, and as long as you're working with the energy of these crystals. So the first one, this one's so easy. Guess what crystal I'm going to tell you? You have 5 seconds to guess. 4, 3, 2 rose quartz, and 1. Rose quartz is the love crystal. It is the best crystal for love. There's 2 kinds of rose quartz, which is the rose quartz. I mean, there's 3, but we're going to talk about 2 right now. Madagascar rose quartz and Brazilian rose quartz. Brazilian rose quartz is more the white one. Madagascar rose quartz is the pinker one. One is more for a little more passion and lust, which is the Madagascar, the hot pink one. It's more of a hot exotic energy. And the Brazilian rose quartz, if you ever think of Brazilians, they're all about self-love, and they're always just doing their thing, and they don't really care about what anyone else thinks. And especially, just think of Rio. Rose quartz is all about love. The thing is, rose quartz the stone itself does not pull love towards it. That's not how it works. How it works is it fills a gap within your heart that you feel needy, you feel like you have to have love, you feel alone, you feel lonely, you feel like you're not enough, you feel like you have all these heart blockages maybe from someone hurting you in the past. And rose quartz heals that and patches that, and that's kind of like it just sits in your heart chakra, and the energies will reside there and just nourish and kind of calm down any bad fires and just put out anything bad that's not meant to be in your energetic field, not meant to be in your heart chakra. The heart chakra is all about giving and receiving. I'm so happy to talk about this video because these 5 crystals are woo, especially when they're together. You can wear all crystals together. You can wear all these 5 crystals together. It doesn't really matter because they all work together. I've seen people I made videos about that too. I've seen people online, how many, like, is it okay to wear more than 2, 3 crystals at once? Like, I heard if you wear more than 3 crystals at once, like, if you wear rose quartz and then any of the crystals I'm going to talk about, then they cancel each other out. No, we have way more than 7 chakras in our body. They all work together. There's way more than 7 crystals beneath our feet in the planet right now, and they're all working together, and they're all creating new minerals. But that's besides the point. Rose quartz is going to help you love yourself. It's going to help you calm down. It's going to hit a subconscious blockage in your mind, and it's going to help just soothe you out. One thing about rose quartz as well, no disclaimers. Disclaimer on not medical advice or anything like that, but this is not medical advice, but it said that rose quartz helps soothe burns. So basically, if it soothes burns, they say it was used for physical burns. I cannot condone that. I cannot say that, but basically, yeah. Disclaimer, get actual health and get actual doctor help. I'm not sure how to do this disclaimer officially. I have disclaimers. I see people on their other videos. I have disclaimers in my comments. I have disclaimers in my whole website. Just disclaimers on top of disclaimers. I'm gonna stop saying disclaimers in every single video because I see that other people don't always just say disclaimer all the time, so this will be the last video. But rose quartz is amazing for soothing burns. It soothes burns emotionally, especially if someone's done you really bad in the past and you're having trouble loving, and you're just feeling completely off about love and you're just not ready to love again. Rose quartz is going to help you love because it's going to help you realize that you have to work on yourself to be able to attract someone else. You have to not focus on love all the time and why you don't have love when you have rose quartz. It'll make you feel like that you don't need love in order to do well, and that's when you're completely have forgotten about love. Love will find you, and you'll know it. It'll click. The next crystal is carnelian. This is a crystal of the lower chakras. It's the sacral chakra crystal. Carnelian does attract love. It's just a different kind of love. It's a very passionate, fun love. If you use rose quartz and carnelian, you're gonna be busy. You're gonna be busy. Like, especially if you're trying to have a baby. And yeah, that scares some females, but carnelian's a crystal of fertility. It helps get, it's the rabbit stone. It is a stone of passion. It is the stone of fertility. It is fertile in other energies as well. But if you're feeling like, oh, I don't feel like meeting anyone today, I don't feel like going out, I don't feel like working on myself and helping me love myself, carnelian's gonna get you back into it. Be like, nope, there's no such thing as giving up here. That doesn't exist. You don't get to give up. Like, if you give up, then no one's gonna feel bad for you. Carnelian's like, go, just come on, go. There's no option to stop. Carnelian's that fire energy. It's just such a raw, passionate, just like, it's gonna push you in the right direction just with love. And it's gonna help you love yourself just by making you focus on your goals, helping you give you that passion for life. Just think about it. If you're at home like, oh, I don't want to do anything, I want to attract someone to me right now, and you don't have any passion for life, and someone who's supposed to be your soulmate comes across you, or comes along, and you're in the position of like, oh, I don't have any energy, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to get out of bed, where's my soulmate? And they see you like, oh my, this person's just like, they have no energy. I don't want to be around them. They have no motivation. They have no passion. So carnelian puts that passion into it, puts that fire into you, and it puts that drive into you. Carnelian makes you attractive to others just by helping you work on yourself and focus on yourself and hit your goals. What's more attractive than someone doing what they love and just being so fiery and passionate and just living their life? The carnelian is the fire. It lights up the room. It's just like, it's a vibrant energy. And that leads me on to my next crystal that I want to talk about, because the first one's rose quartz, the second one's garnet. Oh no, I just gave it away. The second one's carnelian, the third one's garnet. So garnet is like carnelian, but how does carnelian and garnet differ? Well, carnelian has more to do with the mind, since it does originate from an agate. So basically, carnelian is more of the mental and sacral. Meanwhile, garnet is like the fire. It's like, if the fire can't get started, then garnet's like the chip. It's like, okay, get this fire started again. Because it resonates with the red side of the root chakra. So basically, that garnet is sparking fire where there's no fire. Carnelian pushes the fire and helps grow the fire. But what if you have no fire? What if you don't feel like loving yourself because you don't have that fire to love yourself? Well, garnet is there to spark that fire and spark the flame of life within you to help get you going onto your goal, just like carnelian. But in a sense that garnet is a little more if you have just no energy at all. If you're just, because remember, the sacral chakra is above the root chakra. So now we're going to the root chakra. If there's a problem at the root chakra where you have no energy and it doesn't even relate to the sacral chakra, because if your root chakra, if the roots of the tree are messed up, all the way up the tree is going to be messed up as well. So carnelian is like garnet in that sense, but garnet, just think about it like this. I'm going to make it nice and easy so you guys don't have to remember it. You don't even have to remember this. Just live it. Live the crystal knowledge. Carnelian, it's orange. It's like a fire. It is the fire. It is the flame. Garnet is the spark. It's like, okay, let's get this flame back. Just think about it like this. So garnet is, I have garnet right here. So it's like, garnet's a lot darker. It's kind of like, it looks like an ember. Remember, it takes one little ember to burn down a whole forest to get the fire started. And you can see the little sparkles in it. That's one sparkle of fire is all you need to get everything going. How does that relate to attracting love? Well, garnet, it sparks love in other people as well. It sparks passion. It sparks fidelity. It sparks just, you're on the track to your highest good. These crystals help you work on yourself so you become a more attractive person, so you attract the person that you want into your life. Currently, maybe you're watching this video because you feel like it would be nice to have love. Maybe you're watching this video because you feel like you need love, you're completely lonely, and that is even on a subconscious and a physical and a spiritual and a mental scale, that is not attractive to people who you want to attract. This video might shock you in telling you that, but you have to have that fire for life, and that's what that garnet is. That's what the carnelian is. Those are the fires. Those are two different kinds of fires. The one that's already going, and the one to help the little tiny flame become bigger. When you wear garnet, you're gonna feel a lot more mellow, especially because there's nothing to be ashamed of out here. The chakras deal with anything bodily. If you have no any energy towards, we're not talking about lust here, but passion relating to any kind of, like, let's say like you're in a relationship or you want to get into a relationship, but you have no desire towards that person. Garnet helps activate those, and especially maybe if you have too much passion, Garnet takes it back. I mean, if you have lust in the wrong places, because lust is not always a good thing. Passion's good. Lust, that's something completely different. But if you have lust and it's tampering with your love life, and you can't find love because maybe you're too lusty and you're coming on too strong, Garnet does cool that back. It helps take the fire that's too much, and it helps turn it into an ember again. Just the ember that needs to spark other embers and help create a fire, like a healthy fire. But it's gonna help take you back if you're being too much when it comes to love. It's gonna help you become more attractive just by calming you down, but giving you that the spark of fire that you need to help be more passionate about what you need to do to work on yourself, and that actually attracts the right one for you. Your twin flame isn't out there like, where's my twin flame with a magnifying glass like this? Where's my twin flame? No, they're doing what your passions are most likely are, and you'll end up meeting them just by doing your passions. You'll meet them through a friend. Like, it'll just happen. When God wants you to meet someone, he's gonna make you meet them. But you have to be aligned. You have to make sure you're doing the right things, and you will definitely meet them. And that's what Garnet is for. I have seen it. I have lived it. Garnet is just... other people feel it when you wear Garnet. Other people feel that calm yet strong fire love energy when you wear that Garnet. You become more attractive when you work on yourself, and Garnet is another crystal to help you work on yourself. What's the fourth crystal? The fourth crystal is emerald. So people are like, oh, emerald's expensive. You can get this Colombian emeralds that aren't completely the top highest end grade emerald ever, that they're what I call affordable emeralds. But the thing is, emerald is all about true love. Keep in mind that emerald is a crystal of vision. Way back then in ancient Egypt, they would give their rulers emerald for eyesight. On a spiritual scale, emerald helps with spiritual eyesight, not just night vision, because of its properties that they said that it helps with physical night vision. Back then, they would use emerald for night vision. Night vision is good in a spiritual sense, where it translates to, if you feel like you're in the dark, emerald's going to help you see clearly. Yeah, emerald is going to help you tap into psychic intuition about who you should be around and who you should not be around. Emerald helps gets you focused. It helps the balance in your heart chakra to be evened out. It helps you feel better about love. It helps you, I mean, they say if you wear emerald for too long that you can become moody, which I have seen that. But if you're someone who is completely ungrounded to begin with, I wouldn't start with just heart chakra crystals. I would start with green side of the heart chakra crystals. Like, you can start with rose quartz, but remember that the green side of the heart chakra is the projecting side. The green side of the heart chakra is pushing out, the pink side's receiving. The heart chakra has the highest frequency, and the heart chakra is even, and I've had people say, oh no, it's not the highest frequency. People in the medical field know that the heart puts off the highest frequency in the body. It puts off a higher frequency than our minds. So emerald's good if you're already balanced, if you're already doing everything right, if you feel aligned, then use emerald, work with emerald. But if you feel completely unaligned, emerald's not going to be the best crystal for you to start out with, because it can make things a little ungrounded, especially because its natures of being of the heart chakra. Now, and why would I introduce that stone? It's because emerald attracts true love, especially when paired with rose quartz, especially when paired with carnelian or garnet. All these crystals can be worn together. Now, the fifth crystal, you're going to be shocked. What's a good crystal for love? Amethyst. Oh, you thought I was going to say something else. Well, why do I say amethyst? Amethyst is it's not generic. Amethyst is one of the most beautiful crystals and one of the most powerful crystals. But why do I say amethyst? It's because to attract love, you have to be in a sober mind frame, and you have to have your mind protected. Especially for people who are coming around trying to play games with your minds. Oh, I think that they might like me. I don't know if I should text them back, or I don't know, but they looked at me for like 5 seconds. I think that might mean that amethyst put the shield over your head, so you're not even thinking about that. It's not attractive if you're overthinking scenarios in your head, and you're thinking about, oh, I wonder if this person likes me. I wonder if, like, oh, are they together? Amethyst, if your mind is just, you're if your mind is being your enemy when it comes to love or when it comes to helping you become the highest version of yourself, Amethyst is going to be like shield, helmet, horse tunnel vision. It's going to make you have sober thoughts. You're not having sober thoughts if you're in public and just looking around, seeing like, oh, I want to see who's looking at me. You've seen those people. There's people who are flat out insecure, and it's okay because this channel is about helping you and helping you heal and helping you become a better person. In this channel, we're not hiding anything from ourselves. We're helping us and others uplift each other and become stronger versions of ourselves. We're not going to get anything accomplished or healed if we're not talking about what's making us blocked, what's making us not feel good, what's not helping us reach our highest good. And Amethyst is a crystal that helps us reach our highest good. Amethyst is just that shield. It's like a head cover. Back then, kings would put amethyst in their crowns because the enemies that they had would psychically attack them and throw them off guard, especially when the kings were drinking. They would use that time to throw bad energy at the king's head. And what happens when the king is not thinking clearly? Then even his own side will backstab him. So the thing is, rose quartz is the first one. The second one is, can you remember? I'm trying to remember it because I didn't take notes on this. Okay, the second one's carnelian. The third one's garnet. The fourth is emerald. And the fifth one, we have amethyst. That's all you need to help you work on yourself, to help you attract more love. I could have said any other crystals, but these crystals, on their own, with the exception of emerald, if you're balanced, but on their own, these crystals will help you become the highest version of you, the highest, most attractive version of you, and it'll make you be so fit. I mean, as long as you align your energies to these crystals, they will help you be so attracted to other people. When you reach a point where you're pushing people away, that happens. Once you work on yourself and you're like, I'm not going to focus on love right now. Like, I have all this, like, I'm doing my passion. I have the success, whatever you're doing, maybe you're designing homes and you're like, I'm like, the next home is going to be like this big and it's going to have this, like, it's going to have this design. Your mind is thinking about your passions. You're not thinking about, oh, I wonder where I'm going to find love today. Maybe I can sit in a Starbucks. I mean, no judgment. People still need to learn, but the thing is, these crystals are going to help you become the highest version of yourselves. You have to be honest with yourselves, even if you have a feeling that this might be your blockage. These crystals will help you, and they'll help you be so attracted to other people where you're just pushing people away. I'm sorry, I'm still working on my passion, and that's exactly how you're going to meet your soulmate. And I'll make a whole nother video on it as well. Some of you who are single and looking for someone go into the different phases of finding a person where you always think you're close to finding someone, but you never actually find someone and you don't really know why. Like, maybe people are starting to text you okay, let's say it like this. First week, you have no one text you. Second week, you notice 10 people text you, or like, no, 10, well, maybe 10. Depends who you are, but 5 people text you and they're like, oh, I think the time is coming around for me to meet my soulmate. But the 5 people are not good people. Maybe the third week you might have one okay person message you, and it depends because we get tests thrown at us to see where we're at. So our guides will be like, okay, send these 5 people to text this person. If this person, if they know they're not good people, then and they still text them, or they still go hanging out with people that they know are not good for them, then we'll block them. We'll block them from finding love until they keep working on themselves, etc. I'll make a whole nother video on that. But guess what, guys? I give you the 5 crystals to help you work on yourself. What makes you attractive is your magnetism. You being magnetic. You're not going to be magnetic if you're out crying, if you're out feeling, oh, I'm lonely, I wish I had someone. Imagine if someone approached you, I'm lonely, I want you to be with me. No, it's not attractive. This video is not here to make fun of you or put you down. No, I'm giving you this true, honest advice where I don't see anywhere else online or anyone else talking about. It's okay to be single. You might be single, for the people who are single in this video, you might be single because something very big is coming to you, and whoever's supposed to be your soulmate, if there was your soulmate a little bit earlier on, they might have completely blocked you from that. Maybe you're going to play lottery because you had a dream about winning lottery numbers. but you wanted to push it so hard where you went past your spirit guides, which that's not, and your angels, that's not a good idea. And you did it anyway. You found someone, and maybe they're not the right person for you. You waste 2 years of your life. You got absolutely nothing done for those 2 years in life. And guess what? You're back at base one, and your guides are like, you didn't want to listen to us. We let you learn on your own. So guess what? These 5 crystals. Remember, if I can remember them. It's rose quartz, carnelian, garnet, emerald, and amethyst. These 5 crystals are going to help you be so magnetic that you're pushing people off of you. Until then, ask your questions in the comments. I will see you guys next time. Ciao!